guys, SMDBZX here. I don't have my headphones on, so I don't know if it sounds weird or not. I just quickly wanted to say, because at the beginning of this, hope that Editor San is smart enough to put it into the video, that this is an edited down version of the actual thing. We have been streaming this Dragon Ball D&D over on SMDBZX Productions, and then I'm uploading the edited versions here on SMDBZXGaming. Because honestly, like, it should probably be here as on gaming anyways, but there's more people on productions. I'm also going to plug myself in because all of these players, like everyone here, except for Juan's idiotic ass, I swore in the first few minutes of the video. Whoops. Oh well. They're all from the Discord server. All of them are people who met me through my YouTube channel. So, yeah, maybe you want to, get the chance to maybe play some Dungeons and Dragons or just hang out with some pretty cool guys. Everyone there is super friendly. Everyone that talks, at least. Most people are silent. I'm going to have a link in the description, and if you're wanting to join the Discord server and don't see a link in the description, leave a comment, and I will get to it at most within the next 2 hours. Plus, I'm taking a shit at work, and I miss my break, because, in that case, I can't really text on. But, yeah, enjoy, folks. So, our story starts off as any other story does. As Yukari Momo is sitting down enjoying some Tom and Jerry, all of a sudden, Yukari starts crashing out, okay? Everything goes to black. You don't understand why. You're not in pain. You don't feel like you're unconscious. You're just... everything fades to black. And then, the next thing you know... you're falling. Alright? You open your eyes and you are falling down out of the sky.
I guess since I have the skill for it, I just kind of naturally learn to fly on the spot.
So, DJ, as you're falling, you come to the realization that for some reason you know how to fly. How this came to be, you don't know. We'll get into that in a minute. And you land on a tropical island. Yukari Momo. You've now landed on the island, and you've taken a look around, and there's nothing here aside from this house. There's this house on the island, but aside from that, it's just sand, and you don't even like sand. It's rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. So before Yukari here can go on and do Yukari things, unfortunately she's not mommy. We go to a different perspective. A green planet. An ugly planet. A slug planet. A threat to life as we know it. And we have this weird green guy. You are there, a young lad, doing Namekian things. Such as drinking water and staring at the landscape, which looks the same everywhere you go. But because you're a slug, you love it for some reason. And as you're standing there, similarly to how I described Yukari, the world just goes black. You're sitting there, you're about to take a drink of water, and all of a sudden, you crash out.
Holy shit, I'm in Guru's ass cheeks.
Probably. And then, just like him, you start falling out of the sky. Next thing you know, you are dropping. You're like a hell diver without the pod right now. What do?
I aim for something, a palm tree or something.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna say you succeeded. To be nice. And you, Austrian. Over here in this tree. Now, DJ, you get to bear witness this green man, this mostly green man, at least, falling out of the sky and grabbing a tree branch. Now, how this palm tree did not break from the velocity of someone falling, I don't know, 500 feet in the air, Yukar, you've seen Austrian fall. Austrian, you've successfully grabbed the tree and somehow not stretched out your stretchy arms.
Wow.
I'm just looking at this green man, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So,
Who the hell is this guy and why isn't he green?
I just look at him and I'm like, alien. Seriously, where the hell am I?
the place has an air of familiarity to it. You know you're somewhere in the middle of the ocean. You can gather that from the smell and by the fact there are palm trees, meaning decently warm. So you have a vague understanding that you are indeed on an island in the middle of nowhere. The house itself is really familiar, though. You know for a fact that you've seen this house before. But for whatever reason, you can't quite put your finger on it. But you know you've seen this house before somewhere. Austrian, you on the other hand, well, you're a slug, so how would you know?
Hey, this place fucking shit.
Not even green, not even bluegrass. With this information of this familiar house, the other thing you notice is that you can see through the window. But that's the problem. You can't see through the window. It is nothing but pure darkness in there. And then you also see a door. However, you can't see through the door. You just see that there is a door there.
I guess I start to introduce myself to the green guy and see if it's a friendly alien or not. The best way to start off is with a hello there.
Why, hello there.
Well, it seems we're both stuck in a strange situation together. Both of us kinda got teleported here.
Yeah, what the hell is this place? It's weird and green and all of that.
Welcome to Earth, strange alien. Actually, I need your species name because, well, you know.
Well, I'm an Namekian for my part.
Yeah, I'm just an Earthling. Well, not full Earthling. Part of the same, actually.
Wait, really? You're also part Saiyan?
Yep, that's what happens when Saiyans tend to abandon their planet.
I guess so.
Wait,
Well, I for my part, like my parents fled to planet Namek. Well, one of them.
mine just fled here, really. Well, my father did. He actually was quite the good father, trained me really well. Oh, now I'm fired up for an actual spar.
Now you guys have yourself made it clear that neither of you truly know where you are. Again, as I've said, Neptune, you vaguely recognize this. You're both Saiyans, which for one of you is more confusing than the other, but we're going to ignore the lore.
Yes, we're not gonna go.
Before you two can start fighting each other, the sky starts to blacken, kind of like before, but not. But you guys can actually see it's more like a big cloud, coming overhead, but just appearing out of nowhere.
That looks like
The
a good
hell?
fight, depending on what and if it's an actual person causing it.
You guys are, distracted by the clouds, and you don't even notice this ominous figure behind you. Until he just kind of walks up to you guys and just, excuse me, gentlemen. His voice is deep, kind of distorted, kind of reverb. If you remember, like Ultra Instinct Goku from Working Zero, to give you an idea of how this man sounds. So,
Yeah.
he walks up to you two, says, "Hello there," as I believe you monkeys say.
Oh fudge, it's a Oasis.
Who the hell are you?
Who I am is irrelevant. I want to play a game.
What kind?
A game quite similar to games you might have played at home, Yukari Momo. The Green Man, on the other hand, well, his people are a bunch of primitive slugs, so I suppose they wouldn't have any idea. But I'm sure he'll get the hang of it quite quickly.
Hey.
Now, as he says this, he introduces himself. Both of you, a stat window appears in your screen in front of you. That's right, baby. This is an isekai. My game is quite a simple one. I want you to participate in a little tournament of mine.
That
Ooh,
sounds
tournament.
good.
Yes. But it's no Budokai Tenkaichi. Oh, no. This is on a much grander scale. I have plans for you two monkeys. Yes, I do have plans. However, before I can ensure myself, I have a little bit of a test. Yes, test. And with that, he disappears.
Ominous.
Like, faster than you can blink.
Well, that was weird. I just say out loud.
Neptune, you are lost in your thoughts about what the hell just happened, on why this man was just standing there menacingly. You, on the other hand, Austrian, with your Namekian ears, you start hearing something. Kind of like digging. Yeah, it's definitely digging. And you hear it
hell?
in various parts of the island. And Austrian, as you look to your right, you see something dig its way out from below the bush as a little green creature jumps out of the bush. And then another one nearby. And by the time the third one shows up, Neptune, you have finally started to notice these little green men crawling out of the ground below you.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're finally the right color.
So, Nepji, or Yukari, you were caught off guard. You are surprised. Austrian, how are you going to respond to these guys peering out of the ground around you?
I'm gonna go over to the closest green Cyberman thing and slap the shit out of him.
You hit this guy really fucking hard. Alright, this man is slapped away. He gets sent flying back a couple spaces here in the beach. Start running up on you. Austrian, the Cyberman is running up and he's swinging a punch at you. Yeah. So, you do not dodge this man. You attempt to activate your Ultra Namek and dodge this man, but instead, you get a punch to the face. With his tiny claws.
I'm dead.
Because your character is made of glass, you, well, even if I didn't add the variance damage, Austrian, you are knocked the fuck out. You are at, for seeing how this is going to be added in the future, I'm going to remove variance damage from enemies. But even if I didn't remove variance damage for enemies, that is 15 attack, -1 defense. You are at -4 HP, buddy. So,
You need a sense of me now.
yeah, you're not dead, but you are knocked the fuck out.
Yamcha's here! Yamcha's dead!
I just watch him get knocked out and I'm like, oh, you're so weak for a second.
Come on, Yamcha, you couldn't have lasted 5 seconds.
Fuck you, buddy.
Bro, he really did just get Yamcha, except even worse, because it wasn't even a self-destruct. It was a single goddamn punch.
Ladies can't fly. I say, I think to myself, and I just fly. I'm gonna try out to see what I got in my arsenal, and I'm going to basically Kamehameha.
You go up into the air, you charge a beam in your hands, yell out Kamehameha in the green dub, and fire your beam down at this Cyberman. This Cyberman is wide-eyed, and decides to block the attack because he's a dumbass Cyberman.
Damn Finn's resilient.
So now it is Cyberman going to use both of his actions. And this Cyberman here, Cyberman number whatever he is going to fire a Ki Blast himself at you.
I'll try to dodge.
He fires a Ki Blast, but you effortlessly dodge to the side, easily evading the attack. Saying that he also has no other way to attack you, he is also going to launch a Ki Blast using Vegeta's technique.
Same Finn, I try to dodge.
So this one does indeed hit you, and you just fucking tank it. Buff out your giant-ass titties, and it just does nothing.
I just look at them, and I'm like, huh, these Finns are actually pathetic.
They can take a...
saying, of all people, lose to one, I say, looking at the unconscious body. Deal for a friend, or new friend, that's quite weak.
Okay, so this other Cyberman moves in, and then again, it's going to be a pattern here since you are in the sky. Where he is going to fire a Ki Blast as well. Same thing as before. Yeah, so you dodge. Once again, it is now your turn. So you're in the sky, you have 2 actions.
I just decide to go for another Kamehameha.
Launch another Kamehameha at this Cyberman. This time he does block just like before, taking a mighty 8 damage. Next is this Cyberman here. Just like before, there's nothing they can do but throw Ki Blast at you. Okay, so this time he does hit you, and this time he does do damage. He does a mighty 2 damage. You try to block it again, assuming that's not going to do any damage, but this time it hits you in the belly and it does knock you back a little bit. That does kind of sting.
Seems decent. Damage me a bit. Huh. Oh well. I guess I'm still just gonna keep on fighting them until the very end.
7 HP Cyberman. Once again, Ki Blast. Fires it directly at you. Miss. Next Cyberman. Once again, Ki Blast. Okay, this one does hit you. As you try to swiftly dodge to the side, it hits you in the shoulder, giving you a very slight burn. But judging by the power from the last Cyberman and this one, you can calculate in your mind that that's about as much as it's going to hurt. Because you are aware of how strong you are. So you're getting a rough gauge that these guys can't hurt you very much. It is your turn again, Yukari.
I just prepare another Kamehameha.
This one, knowing that his life's in danger, is going to try to dodge. So you hit this thing dead on, and as your beam approaches it, his life flashes before his short Cyberman eyes and explodes. And then, for shits and giggles, because it was literally right next to Austrian, he gets sent flying back a little bit onto the beach. That Cyberman is dead. Move on to the next one. So once again, you fail to dodge, and this one hits you as well for 1 damage. This one's a little bit weaker, but you are now got 1 Kamehameha left in you. Next Cyberman, once again, Ki Blast.
Dodge.
Alright, this one does also hit you. No damage though. You tank it. So, as this last Cyberman, before Hikari goes, is about to throw another Ki Blast. Once again, the sky goes dark again. And, you guys, once again, as the sky clears up, someone else is falling out of the sky. This is the introduction to Muan. Muan, you can see what is going on below, and you are falling like 400 feet out of the sky.
Oh, flight!
Unlike Austrian. So Austrian really is just the Yamcha of the group. Damn. So, Juan, you decide to fly.
Gallant gun on one of the Cybermen.
So you land on the ground, and frame 1, you're like, alright, I already know what to do. Like, you showed up and you chose violence. You know what, Yukari, you do notice Juan falling and immediately charging a beam.
My first thought is, oh, he's in the same position as us, but is that beam aimed at me or the others? So I just prepare to dodge again.
The Cyberman is going to block. You fire your Gallic gun. It does drain a bit of your ki. So DJ, while he isn't aiming at you, it is in your general direction. Luckily, you are in the sky, so it's not going to hit you. The blast hits this Cyberman. It obliterates it. Okay? He's gone.
So you're helping me?
Correct.
Alright, guess I've got a new friend. Alright, let's finish this quickly. So we can help that dumbass down there who's knocked the fuck out.
Cracks knuckles.
We're gonna take a step back here to what Wanda was doing. So Juan was chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard. So he is illegally on the schoolyard, hanging out with the crew. Or I guess it's not illegal if it's after school. And he's just hanging out with the boys. You know, he's being a pretty chill guy right now. All of a sudden, his vision, just like you guys, his vision goes black. Like, he just black. He just crashes out. And the next thing he knows, he's falling out of the sky. And then as soon as he saw the Cyberman, he knew frame one that he had to stop and Gallic gun a bitch.
I know exactly what to do.
I'm going to charge my key. I simply take on like a more meditative stance, upright, and I just calmly breathe in and out.
Okay, so it's like an Ultra Instinct type charge. Bro doesn't even yell. Thanks, Sand.
I up my hands and I prepare another Kamehameha.
Unfortunately, this one does dodge. Just narrowly, your blast, like, he probably dodges like right here and it explodes like right there.
Tell the new friend that, these things actually know how to dodge. I've been hitting them all the time with that technique.
I'll obliterate them.
It is now, ironically enough, the Cyberman that you just missed, FG. And, the Cyberman, you know, he decides, you just blasted at him, so he's gonna blast at you. He fires another key blast at you. So this attack does hit you, FG, for 1 damage. So barely doing anything. It does hit you. Your clothes are... Your shirt is noticeably burned and torn now. Your bra's not hanging on or anything, but your shirt is definitely damaged. And now it is this other Cyberman's turn. This Cyberman, seeing how this random a-hole over here decided to shoot his purple beam at his friend, he's going to fire a key blast at you, Juan.
I'm gonna dodge it.
This beam hits you, Juan, and you're surprised, caught off guard, because you figured you were going to dodge.
Obviously caught off guard.
This beam comes straight for your face, and it hits you in the face. You are knocked back a little bit, clutching onto your now burning face. You don't go back in the board, but you are physically hurt by this attack.
Gallic gun, again, on the same Cyberman that just hit me.
So you launch your Gallic gun at this Cyberman for 12 damage.
Oh my god, I'm doing another fucking Gallic gun.
Bro is spamming Gallic guns, firing another blast. This one is going to try to dodge because it's not very confident his chances to hit. But this one jumps out of the way and dodges your attack.
What?
Now it is your turn. Sorry.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Alright, so let's see here. I can just charge another 2 Kamehamehas and probably finish this fight right now.
Your first Kamehameha misses. Whichever one you were targeting. Doesn't really matter. They dodge. For your second action... Okay, so you do hit it this time. The Cyberman tries dodging to the side as you start charging another Kamehameha. Running away to some rocks. But instead of, firing at him, you decide to fire where he's going. Which makes him stop in his tracks. And you hit him dead on. The man explodes into blood and guts and gore all over the beach.
Yeah.
That's my monkey!
Nice hit, bro.
Let's get this over with. One more.
Gallic gun!
Yeah, he dodges your Gallic gun. It flies off
That's
into the
cool.
ocean, sending waves up.
I think I'm gonna do I think this time I'm switching up off a Kamehameha.
Juan, you get into the Kamehameha stance, and you're noticing that Juan is using the same exact technique that you know, which you just said was your father's technique.
I just take note of it and I'm like, okay, so somebody knows my father's technique, probably trained under him, because my father kind of owns a dojo. He's kind of known for training people in ki.
So this time, the attack does hit. However, he takes the hit, like he grabs it with his hands, and it explodes on his body, sending him flying back a little bit.
Alright. Oh, he's pinned against some rocks now.
It's now your turn
Alright,
again, Yukari.
You know what? Just for this final attack, I'm actually gonna fly towards him and I'm going to land. As I'm landing, I prepare a roundhouse kick to the Cyberman.
Neptune, you do hit. Alright, so as you land on the ground, you do a twirl, spin your fucking leg, and hit the Cyberman in the head. Cyberman's head, like, his eyes bulge out as his head gets indented before his brains just explode out to the side of his head.
Yes!
The Cyberman is dead.
Oh, word.
And with that, battle is over.
Thanks for the help, mate. Let's see.
We should probably help the green guy on the ground.
Well, obviously. Though he's a bit too weak for a Saiyan, he's still a Saiyan. Still a comrade. I pick him up. Just pick him up. I guess we just kind of don't have a choice but to enter the home right now, because somebody needs to get some rest for a while, and some of us are damaged, and I'd rather take the time to heal from this fight. Besides, the whole Zenkai thing is still a thing.
So, as you two try to approach the house, if you guys want to try to approach it.
I'm gonna knock on the door nicely.
One door.
So, yeah, you knock on the front door, and there's nothing. You don't even hear the sound of the knock. Like, you hit the door, and there's no sound.
Can I do
In fact-
a mini key blast and blow off the doorknob?
In fact, the door, like, doesn't even budge. It's like you're hitting a brick wall.
I'm gonna key blast it open.
Okay, so you fire a key blast, and you do blow up the door, but just like through the window the Neptune saw earlier, there is nothing but darkness. It's like a black void of nothingness. There's no depth.
We're gonna light it up.
There is no light. It's just darkness. Alright, Neptune, once again, you are completely unaware of this guy's appearing. I guess you're just not very perceptive sometimes. Austrian, though, you get like this chill down your spine. Like a genuine fear feeling. And you turn around and you notice this guy appeared. And DJ, you haven't noticed. You don't notice he's there until he says, "Hello there, monkeys."
Uh-oh.
Oh, fudge, it's the racist.
I see you, well, most of you passed my test. And he looks over to Austrian. The man waves his hand, which is like, all encloaked, so you really can't even see his hand. All of you are fully healed. Austrian, you are now conscious.
Oh, word.
All you guys are fully healed. You no longer have a Zen. You have a Zenkai boost. You're no longer damaged at all. And he goes, while one of you monkeys are severely weaker than the other, I suppose I can count this test as a success.
Who are you really? That test was, well, it was unique, but like, it's nothing I can't handle. Granted, a 6-year-old over here. I assume he's 6 because he's too weak to be a fully mature Saiyan.
All in due time, woman. All in due time.
For any sexist?
But as he says that, he goes, I am now telling you, not asking. You are now entered into my little game, my little tournament. You have a goal. It's a very simple goal. In fact, the goal I think some of you, in particular, might know. And he glances at you, Austrian. He says, on this planet, there's a pair of balls.
Oh.
7 in total. And if you collect all 7, you get a wish granted. The game's quite simple. Whichever team or person collects all 7 of these Dragon Balls.
Wait. Is the guy that made the Dragon Balls also a fat asshole?
He kind of just stares at you and he says, I guess you'll have to figure out.
Son of a...
I just saw it and I'm like, what on earth is going on here with this one fellow? I don't say it out loud, but I'm like thinking like how this guy even exists. What is he? What are they? I just try and compute everything I know about, well, magic key and stuff, just to see if I can figure out what this guy is.
So, as you were thinking this, DJ, he looks at you and kind of just stares the whole time you're having an internal thought with yourself. And he goes, you'll figure out in due time. As if he's reading your mind.
What's his power level?
Mind reading.
Pretty big. And he says, he also says, now, I could just let you inside Master Roshi's house. Confirms DJ.
Yeah, I knew.
Earlier, you knew who this was. You knew this place was familiar to you. Now you can confirm it. He says,
Yeah, that's what
however, I think I need to make it quite clear how unprepared you are for my game. And with that, once again, disappears. No puff of smoke, no lightning. He just, faster than a blink, he disappears.
So this happened earlier, by the way, newbie. This guy appeared, and then those green goblins appeared, wherever they are.
Oh.
Let's I guess there's no point in stopping not introducing ourselves by now, because like, well, assuming that what that guy said is true, then we're probably a team now. Oh god, that means we're gonna fight other teams. Whatever. I'm Yukari Momo.
I am racing.
And I am Piano Green.
Kian? I'm not that good with names, so I'm just gonna keep reminding myself. I'm
gonna call you Green Baby.
Don't call me that.
A little greenie. There.
As you guys are talking to each other, you guys hear a sound, kind of like a strong wind blowing, and then there's a flash above you as someone stops flying.
Uh-oh.
You guys take remembrance of what that man said to you before, saying how you are not ready for what his game is.
Uh-oh.
And a man appears in front of you, and he stops and he goes, "Where the hell are all the Cybermen?"
Cyberman, you mean those green goblin things we killed earlier?
I see. So you're... And then he stops. He takes a quick look at you. Austrian in particular, because of his hairstyle. He notices that 2 of you have tails, and Austrian's haircut. He goes, "Wait a second. Are you all Saiyans?"
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah?
Preposterous. Why are one of you green?
I don't know.
How does
I mean-
Namekians are inbreds? How the hell does that even work?
Don't question it.
He stops his go. He reaches up and he presses on a green device on his hand. He's like, "Well, let's see if you 3 are worth anything. If you beat the Cybermen, you have to be at least half decent. Unless, I don't know, one of you got taken out in one shot or something. In which case, I might just have to kill you for being so pathetic."
Oh,
I just laugh. And I'm like, don't be too hard on the poor guy. He's still like 6.
He presses on his device. And he first he looks at Austrian and he says, "A power level of 47. Not too pathetic, I suppose." He looks at DJ, press on his scouter again, and he goes, "A power level of 60. Much more impressive."
I just look proud at the fact that I'm stronger than the other Saiyan. Like, I have a small smug grin at that fact.
Finally, he looks to you, Muan. Press on his scouter again. stops and says, a power level of 86. Also not too bad. Well, at least 2 of you are half decent. He stops and he goes, but you're still all pathetic compared to me. You guys want to know what my power level is?
I'm gonna
Okay,
take
you
wild guess
gorilla.
and say it's around 150.
150 exactly. I could wipe all 3 of you out with 1 attack if I wanted to.
You sure about that, buddy?
I ask. Are you challenging me?
If you're up for a quick spar, I won't mind. I've been lucky to get my power against a foe stronger than me.
Spar! I don't think you quite understand what you're in for. And he pulls out of his... He reaches behind him and pulls out the 1-star Dragon Ball. This isn't a game. This is a battle of life and death. So do you guys have one of these Dragon Balls or not?
That's what we need, and that's what the scary man said.
I guess not. No, we don't. We do not possess a Dragon Ball, but if you're really that obvious with the fact that this is probably a death game, I won't mind taking it off your dead, cold corpse.
So saying that, he begins to laugh dryly. He goes, you're funny, little girl. Because I'm feeling quite generous and I don't want to waste my time with weaklings who won't even give me a power boost, not to mention no Dragon Ball, I'm going to spare your pathetic little lives. But if I ever find you again with Dragon Ball, just know, it will be the last time you ever hear the name of Raditz. That he flies off faster than all of you, so there's no way for you to catch up to him. He's far too fast.
Full Nelson.
I was gonna try and fly after him, but like I stop and I'm like right around there, and I'm like, I guess I won't be able to catch up afterward. And I just stop, land back, and I just walk back, just casually like, well, damn, that was a failure.
So after that happens, though, you guys hear a weird, kind of like whirling sound, if that makes sense. All of a sudden, the darkness around the house is revealed. It's uplifted.
Is that Master Roshi?
And then you guys hear from inside. So there I was, back to back with Jesus. Bible in my right hand, sandal in my other. Ready to slap these unholy thoughts with my divine sauce.
What?
And then he looks to you guys, he's like, oh,
The hell?
when did you guys get here?
What the actual?
Train me.
You
I
watch-
just,
you
you
watch-
just say train me, cause like, I'm not taking that level of disrespect again.
Yeah, me either.
He walks out.
Alright.
You guys move out his fucking way. He looks around, he's like, the hell are the craters and dead corpses of green things in my lawn?
Funny thing, they tried to attack us first. We just kind of defended ourselves, Master Roshi. I've heard a lot about you from my, father.
Your father,
My-
eh? Well, I suppose I'm a bit of a martial artist. You know, I'm not too special.
You say that as if you weren't the one who, well, you know, trained my father's father and, well, my mother, actually. Yeah, my mother was also one of your students, wasn't she? You might remember her by the name of Yaoyorozu.
He stops. He gives a hum. He's like, ah, yes, I remember her. She had a huge pair of tits. And then,
Oh.
before he can finish, he has like a stops. He kind of like has like a PTSD war flashbacks, and he stops and goes, a huge power level. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
You weren't going to say what I think you were going to say. I say it, and I literally look like my mother. Wait it a second.
He goes, he starts sweating. He's like, no.
I'll believe you for now. Another slip up like that again, though. And my finger to my throat and just do the whole little slip like thing, you know.
Asaroshi takes a gulp because everyone in Dragon Ball fears women. And Yukari OP confirmed. And he goes, give me a minute. He runs inside. You hear some ruffling as he throws something into a cabinet. Runs back out. Anyway, Neptune, you don't really get a very good look. It looks like some type of book. You can probably assume what type of book it is, given comments he's made. But you decide to not pry too far into it. And he goes, so, how can I help you in my humble little island today? The weirdest thing happened. I was sitting there, reminiscing my days in the Coochie Wars, and all of a sudden, I just had the strangest urge to take a nap.
Well, first off, I think it's pretty fair to say for me especially that I'd like to train under you. Oh, great master.
Training, eh? He sizes all of you up. He goes, I don't know. I don't know if you're worth my training.
What do you mean by that?
Quite simple, I think you're all too weak.
What if we were to get a little stronger on your own island?
Stops for a moment. He goes, tell you what. I will give you guys a test. And if you end up passing that test, I will train you myself. He I
think I know this test.
Quickly goes inside. Rummages around a little bit. Comes back outside. And he hands all three of you, I don't have anything for this, a turtle shell. It's about 100 kilogram. It's a 100 kilogram turtle shell. Because first, you all have to put this on.
I immediately put it on, like, oh, great. It's the same thing Father does.
So, I mean, it should be noted that for Austrian, he puts it on, and it's like damn near as big as he is. But, at a time, he goes, alright, let me tell you all the story. Far away from here, in an ancient temple, led by a very... He stops and he thinks to himself, interesting group of individuals. He doesn't emphasize any further than that they are an interesting tribe. I once left a very important item. This item holds great value to me. But unfortunately, well, I've been busy with, stops. Other things to go get it. So, my task for you, he walks up and he shows all of you a map of roughly where it is from here. My goal for the three of you is to go out to that spot, go get my super secret item. I'm sure you'll know what it is once you see it. And bring it back here. And if you come back alive, then, well, I shall train you. I shall train you in the way of the Turtle School and teach you my legendary Kamehameha, if you're lucky.
I believe
I know that one.
I know that one.
Yeah, I know that one.
I don't.
He stops and he goes, son of a bitch. Just like mumbles under his breath.
How do you know my father's technique?
Your father's technique?
Yes. My
I
father
invented
was
the
one who
Kamehameha.
made that move. Or at least he claims to.
I made that technique before your pappy was even born. Sorry, I
My
hate to
mother
tell you
did
this.
have
I hate to tell you this, miss. But your father's full of shit.
Well, damn. I just looked devastated at the news because I, like, idolized the man so much. And I'm like, oh, So you're the original inventor.
Yes, I
I
am.
can assume. So what? You made the Super Kamehameha, the Limit Breaker, the Ultimate.
And he
What?
goes,
How high of a level of Kamehameha do you teach? Because I'm still working towards the Super.
and he stops.
There's a
Please,
super.
I am the inventor of the Kamehameha. I can use any version I wish. Hell,
Show it then.
I have my own. Stops like, you want me to show you?
Most powerful one you can muster.
Yes, please. I want to see the strongest you have.
He goes, okay, okay. Step out of the way. I can move properly. Goes down here to the beach. Stands there. He clears his throat. And bro gets fucking yoked, alright? Bro increases in size. Dude is like
What?
3 times your guys' size as he gets fucking ripped.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
He cups his hands together, and 2 red orbs appear in his hand. He slaps them together and cups his hands to his side, and he yells, 10 times Kamehameha! And he fires the beam. The impact of the beam is so great, all 3 of you are sent flying back into the wall of the house. And Juan gets launched through the window, apparently.
Yeah, I just get launched into the house, into the kitchen. Oh!
Then he
Damn,
Turns-
that was powerful.
Oh.
turns back to his normal size, makes his way over. And that will be 200 zenny, one for demonstration, and the other one to repair my window.
I just give it because like I carry a lot of Zenny on me because you know the dojo thing. My father makes money off of it.
We haven't made any shop or items thing yet, so for now he takes the money, steps away, and he goes, well, I've included, DJ, he hands you the map. He says, I've included the map, as well as an image inside of an envelope of what you're looking for. Though, as part of your training, he stops here, kind of debates him with himself internally. Don't open the envelope until you get to where the item is.
Why?
Just don't do it.
Why?
Otherwise, I'm not training you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, go on now. You lads can probably fly, right?
Is this a type of manga?
Yeah, we can all pretty much fly, I think.
I
I
hope
say
so.
looking at the only person who didn't actually fly during the whole little fight scene.
I can fly.
Good. Then get out of here. You
Yeah,
God dang
let's-
whippersnappers. Gosh.
But
Expect an old man to do everything.
let's go to the beach.
Picks up the phone. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yes. There I was. Back to back with Jesus.
And now, let's go. I look at the map and I just... Let's see here. So, it should be that away. And I just fly off.
And with that, our session ends there.